For my author study, I chose author Todd Strasser. Strasser is an American writer of more than 140 young adult books, middle grade novels, and many more short stories and works of nonfiction. Strasser was born May 5, 1950 in New York City. Shortly after his birth, his parents moved to Long Island. Strasser's favorite subject in school was always science. He loved to read, but he had difficulty with spelling and grammar, and he struggled with English all the way up to his high school years. Strasser attended New York University for a few years, but dropped out. He chose to live on a commune, and later moved to Europe where he became a street musician. After returning to the United States, he studied literature and writing at Beloit College. After college, Todd worked as a reporter for the Middletown Times-Herald, a newspaper in Middletown, New York, and later at Compton Advertising in New York City. In 1978, Strasser sold his first novel, Angel Dust Blues. He used the money to start the Dr. Wingtip Shoe Fortune Cookie Company. For the next 12 years, Strasser sold more fortune cookies than he did books. Strasser's books have been translated into more than a dozen languages. Many of Strasser's books are acclaimed in Germany, where he uses the pen name Morten Rue. Several of Strasser's books have been adapted for television, and his novels The Wave and How I Created My Perfect Prom Date became feature films. In 1990, Strasser moved with his family to Westchester County, New York. He enjoys reading, watching movies, spending time with his grown children, playing tennis, and skiing, but his favorite new sport is surfing. At this time, I'd like to share my book trailer for Boot Camp by Todd Strasser. Imagine you're asleep one night. You're awakened by kidnappers. Handcuffed. Flown to an unknown location. Taken on a ride that feels like forever. You find out your destination is a secluded juvenile boot camp known as Lake Harmony. This is the reality of 16-year-old Garrett Durrell. Garrett is told that his parents are responsible for him being taken to Lake Harmony. Garrett had started skipping school, stealing money from his parents, doing drugs. The final straw was when he refused to end an illegal sexual relationship with his teacher. Garrett soon finds out Lake Harmony is a place where juveniles are assaulted by the counselors, humiliated, tortured by other juveniles, brainwashed. Garrett thinks that if he can fake being changed, that he can make it out of Lake Harmony. The staff at Lake Harmony have seen his type many times before. They have a system to ensure conformity. Garrett learns that there are only two ways out of Lake Harmony: release at age 18, or when Lake Harmony has broken you and you are truly ready to be the child your parents want you to be. Garrett meets juveniles Sarah and Paulie. Together they plot their escape from Lake Harmony. Will they be able to successfully escape Lake Harmony, or will things get worse for the juveniles? Find out the answer to this question and more in Boot Camp by Todd Strasser. I'd like to share my infographic for author Todd Strasser with you. Strasser has won numerous awards for his young adult novels, including The Wave, Give a Boy a Gun, The Accident, Can't Get There From Here, Boot Camp, If You Grow Up, and Fallout. Strasser married in 1981. He and his wife Pamela have 2 children. He has written for the New York Times and magazines such as The New Yorker and Esquire. The New York Times has this to say about him: "This is an author who really has his finger on the way kids think." If you thought that Boot Camp touched upon a serious topic, I'm going to share 5 more of Todd Strasser's books that might leave you with the same feeling. Give a Boy a Gun, Price of Duty, The Wave, Blood on My Hands, and Wish You Were Dead. These 5 books have been praised and condemned by critics and parents alike. Here is the bookmark I created for How I Spent My Last Night on Earth by Todd Strasser. With the possibility the world may end tomorrow, experience life through books today. Here's the shelf talker I made for the same book. How would you spend your last night on Earth? Find out how Allegra spends hers. How I Spent My Last Night on Earth by Todd Strasser. Todd Strasser's upcoming release is The Good War. There is a new after-school club at Ironville Middle School. Miss Peterson is starting a video game club where the students will be playing The Good War, a new board game based on World War II. They are divided into two teams, Axis and Allies, and they will be simulating a war they know nothing about yet. Only one team will win, but what starts out as a friendly competition takes an unexpected turn for the worse when one player takes the game too far. Can an after-school club change the way the students see each other and how they see the world? Coming February 2021. I'd like to share some read-alikes with you. The read-alike for Help, I'm Trapped in the First Day of School would be It's the First Day of School Forever by R.L. Stine. The read-alike for Hey Dad, Get a Life would be The Ghost Chronicles by Marlo Berliner. The read-alike for How I Spent My Last Night on Earth would be How I Changed My Life, also by Todd Strasser. I'd now like to share some If Then, Then That book suggestions with you. If you read Help, I'm Trapped in the First Day of School, then you should read Help, I'm Trapped in My Teacher's Body, also by Todd Strasser. If you read Hey Dad, Get a Life, then you should also read Anya's Ghost by Veers Broskell. If you read How I Spent My Last Night on Earth, then you should read How I Created My Perfect Prom Date, also by Todd Strasser. This concludes my presentation of American author Todd Strasser. I hope it was informative and I hope you enjoyed it.